Well, for anybody out there watching, this car has some issues. So we've got the harness that in many places is really damaged. Oil has wicked up from that sensor is one of them. You can see it's leaking through the connector. The transmission one also, the pass-through connector is leaking through. So I mean, this harness is just in terrible shape. There's going to be many locations that I'm going to have to repair. And as far as compression goes, the best cylinder had about 115 psi on the compression test, and the worst one had about, I think, 95 is what we documented. So I'm not sure if we're gonna tear that deep into the engine, but I do want to take the head off and maybe change the head gasket, and just clean this thing up, get the harness fixed, all the sensors that are leaking through or no good, get them fixed. That way, hopefully this thing can register something good on the scan tool and actually run good. So I've labeled all my sensors as best as I can for now, that way I don't get anything confused. I want to pull the whole harness out, which there's only a few more left that it connects to, and then it goes in here into the electrical box. And I want to fix it. Just fix all the wiring, make sure none of the wires have any resistance through them, or no resistance that would cause issues. That's what's going on with this. So I'm learning. I like to attack things and go from there. I don't like to pay other people to do this stuff for me. I do it myself. This is my son's car, so he's kind of helping me sometimes, but for the most part I'm doing it mostly myself. But he's learning, so he's only 16, what can you expect? He's still a kid, but he's a good kid because he's got a job, and well, this is his car and it belongs to him. He owns it. He has a title. But anyways, just wanted to update you guys in case anybody's watching. So I'll be letting you guys know what I find here. Now, anytime you got a hose that just does not want to budge, it's like stuck on there, you want to take a pick and go around the edge of it like this, and that's usually all that you got to do. Sorry about the camera work. You would think I'd be a better photographer or camera guy by now, but that's usually all you got to do, and then it'll come free. Ugh, what a nasty water system, huh? I'm trying to figure if there's a way to do this without taking this bumper off, but I don't think there is. I gotta take this bumper off if I want to get this fan system out, or if I want to access anything down there, have good access to it. The bumper's got to come off. Like this one. You see? It looks like it's gonna maybe break something. It refuses to budge. So get a pick and break the seal. That's why they have different types of picks. You can go in at different angles, But yeah, just simply break the seal, and you'll be able to get your damn hose out. Well, it'd be helpful if this wasn't in the way too. Yeah. Now you try it. You see, it actually comes off. Pretty good, huh? And this is mostly so that I don't forget. Got this funny looking little piece here that goes there. Protects everything. And what a pathetic excuse of a intake duct. My God. But yeah, I gotta take this off, so that's how it goes when I put it back. Intake duct swings up like that and held on by that tin. And then it looks like the only thing really holding it is the way it's made, and then that little clip right there. It looks like it's ready to just drop out. And then we got this thing held in with just looks like 2 clips, one right there and one over there. I'm gonna take off this brace. It's held with four pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a Mega Fuse 80 right there, and I've made pretty good way. As you can see, definitely getting somewhere. Radiator's out, fans are out. Now I can see everything. It's nice. And so it's the end of the day, bedtime. Car's over there just chilling, and I did get my engine harness out. Let's see here. Got the harness out. This is one of 4 that the fuses, this fuses go into, but it connects to this harness. I still got to take all this loom off and do the painstaking task of going through all these wires one by one. You can see I have, let's see if I can find them. Here's one of them. You can see my wires there. This was that exhaust side cam position sensor. Many areas that the wires are stuck together. There was one that was real bad here. This one, my engine coolant temperature sensor. See what I got? This engine coolant temperature sensor sometimes would register on the dash as flatlined down at like 0 degrees or whatever, and then sometimes it would work. But like all these wires here, they're stuck together, and if they get stuck together good enough, well, the insulation gets compromised, and then you get conductors touching each other, and then you get a funky scan tool reading. So, but I'll continue to update best I can. Well, no, I'll continue to update because I ain't got nothing else to do. Not doing much HVAC videos right now because I don't really have any content for that right now. It takes up too much of my time when I'm working. So most of my videos that still to date get the most views and are doing the best on the channel are actually about the Suburban. So I'm going to be doing some auto ones as I do them. Why not? So see you guys later.